Oh, the values of one's life. What are the pieces of one's memories and memorabilia from a time on Earth? And just how important are those pieces of our lives? I am at the University of Tennessee Special Collections here in Knoxville, the home of the main campus, and the home to a very famous writer and his very famous friend, Cormac McCarthy and Jim Long were once neighbors and classmates here in Knoxville. And it was only recently that the university here acquired the papers of Jim Long, who passed away in 2012. And it's on exhibit here. Some of the papers are on exhibit here in the special collections at the University of Tennessee. There you go. There's a class photo featuring the young star of film and script, Cormac, and his buddy there on the right, Jim Long. Jim Long spent his entire life here. Unlike Cormac, who tended to travel quite a bit in his life, Cormac attended the University of Tennessee. Don't know if you know it. Never graduated. But I did make a post about the Phoenix magazine. Cormac McCarthy's first publication was here at the University of Tennessee when he wrote 2 short stories for the very new student literary magazine in 1960 and 1961, before he left the university. Here he is signing the publication on campus of one of his first works, The Orchard Keeper, set in Tennessee, as many of his early works were. I find this interesting. 2 letters here from old Cormac to his childhood friend from Catholic school. The one on the right from the Marriott is from the Marriott in Knoxville, Tennessee. Am I right? and it was written shortly before Jim Long's death, or after. Jim Long, I believe, died in 2012. But I find it amusing because as somebody who's sort of looked into the life of Cormac McCarthy here in Knoxville, Cormac spent some time, I believe after his first marriage and after building his first house and home for his first wife in Louisville, Tennessee, Cormac spent some time writing at a motel in Bearden, I believe, outside of Knoxville. He lived day to day out of a motel, typewriter, everything. He went to work. And these are some of the postcards Jim Long received from Cormac. The center card there is a picture of Cormac with Jim Long in Maine. And what's interesting is the place in Maine where the photo was taken at. It's Agunquit, Maine. A beautiful, unbelievable little artsy village in Maine. The postcards that Cormac sent to Long throughout Long's life, some of the more notable ones: James Long, Dear J-Bone, J-Bone and Friends at a shoe store on Gay Street downtown that perhaps Jim was working at. If you don't recognize the nickname J-Bone, it comes from Cormac McCarthy's novel, Suttree, published in 1979. It's a somewhat semi-autobiographical look at life in Knoxville, Tennessee. And there's Jim Long's copy of Suttree, signed by Cormac. Jim Long is a character in the novel, as are many people that Cormac McCarthy knew during his time growing up and living wherever in Knoxville, Tennessee. Jim Bone was a character. He was so much a character in the novel, and Cormac, Cormac's tie to Jim Long as a character in the novel included, it was so tight, it was so close, he included Jim Long's actual telephone number in the novel. But Jim Long was only one of a number of figures that Cormac grew up with here in Knoxville that became fictional characters in Suttree. Quite something. It is the Jim Long Papers here at the University of Tennessee Special Collections Library that his widow donated to the school after Jim Long's death. The value of memories here, in whatever form. This St. Patrick's Day. In Knoxville.